What's up, everyone? Adam Engel with the O'Colly recapping the Cowboy Challenge Tournament tonight. After about maybe 5 or 6 hours in GIA, Gallagher-Iba Arena, the tournament is over. It was a fun one. Lots of talent here coming to town in Stillwater. In fact, 8 Cowboys, well, actually 9 Cowboys, but 8 matches because the heavyweight was Connor Doucette, OSU versus OSU. 8 bouts featured Cowboys. 8 final bouts. Unfortunately for the Cowboys, only 3 won. That was Dayton Fix at 133, Travis Whitlake at 165, and then Austin Harris over Connor Doucette 3-1 in overtime at heavyweight. But, speaking of Dayton Fix, what a treat for Cowboy fans to see him on this Valentine's Day back in action for the first time since really the national championship in 2019 against Rutgers' Nick Suriano. He's back. He dominated. He won the title against Peyton Hall of West Virginia. 3 pins. In fact, only one match. I think only the final 2 matches, the semi and the final, really only made it to the 3rd period. It was, just slight work for him. Stepping stone to just getting back into the routine, I'm sure, as he is. We talked earlier this week on media availability. Dustin Plott and coach said, you wouldn't think in the room, you would not think that he hasn't wrestled in a while because he's training at such as high, Olympic level skill that Dayton Fix possesses. So it was a treat to watch him. Interesting story, at 125 OSU, they entered 3 Cowboys. Unfortunately, zero Cowboys made it past the first round or the quarterfinals. In fact, Trevor Mastrogiovanni was upset. Only his 2nd loss of the season. Noah Certain of Missouri, who was the eventual, I think the eventual runner-up, he beat Mastrogiovanni, the 1 seed. So it was an 8 seed beating a 1 seed. The final was 9-6. So really tough match, tough start for Mastrogiovanni. And the fact, the fact of the matter was, unless you're in the semifinals, you're not going to wrestle another match. If you lose out in the quarterfinals, your day's done. So Mastrogiovanni went 0-1. Jakason Burks, I personally was anxious to see him because coming into this tournament, he was 6-0, all in extra matches. He dropped a close 3-1 decision to Derek Stacy of Wyoming, and then Colton Klein, the other 125 Cowboy, was shut out via tech fall, 16-0. I said Dayton Fix. At 141, it was kind of scary. Dusty Hohn, he qualified for the final against freshman Josh Edmond of Missouri. He had the lead in the 2nd period, but then his knee just buckled and he immediately hobbled. He slid his headgear to the side. He was pretty frustrated and he took an injury default in that one. 149 was a super exciting bout. It was a top 5. It was 3rd-ranked Brock Mahler taking on 4th-ranked Boo Llewellyn. Brock Mahler got a huge win in tiebreaker overtime fashion over Llewellyn, 7-5. Wyatt Sheets at 157, he dropped it a final decision to Jacob Wright of Wyoming. Which, speaking of Wyoming, Coach Branch had his boys ready to wrestle today. They turned in a great day. I think they had 3 champions this afternoon. But Travis Whitlake, another dominant performance from him. 14-2 major decision over Peyton Hall, as I addressed earlier, in West Virginia. And then just taking a look here at 74, it was an entertaining match. It was an all-out battle as anticipated. Number 1 seed Hayden Hastings, a native of Sheridan, Wyoming. I think he's ranked in at least the top 12. He beat Dustin Plott on riding time, 8-7. It was 7-7 at the end of the buzzer, but because of the riding time, Hastings was given the point and won. Beat true freshman Plott 8-7. Tate Samuelson of Wyoming, really just upset Dakota Gear. Beat him pretty soundly. It was 10-6, but it was a dominant 3rd period from Tate Samuelson. Stephen Buchanan at 197. That was a potential headlining match for the 2nd week in a row. Buchanan beats Adam. If you remember last Sunday, actually, I think, in in Laramie, Wyoming, Stephen Buchanan beat Noah Adams. He did the same thing today. AJ Ferrari, he was beaten in the semifinals. His first loss of the season against Noah Adams. That was also just a battle, an awesome match. Ferrari had a few shots at the end, just couldn't finish. Noah Adams, of course, the strong defender that he is, didn't give up anything. Luke Serber also, he lost to Buchanan in the semifinal, 13-3. You would think it would be Serber and the Ferrari in the third place match, but Coach Smith and company decided not to do that. So, they just sat out that third period, or rather that third place match. But then again, Harris wins over Doucette. So it's a week off. It is a week off competition-wise for Oklahoma State. They won't be back in action until I think next Saturday, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday here in Stillwater at GIA against Oklahoma, Bedlam, to finish out the regular season. Again, Cowboy Challenge Tournament. It was nice to see a tournament of high caliber here in Stillwater. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, stay warm in that cold, and we'll talk to you later.